The world will ask you who you are. And if you do not know, the world will tell you. Carl Jung. Carl Jung believed the loudest judgments come from the deepest unhealed wounds. Most people spend their entire lives reacting, not choosing. They react to opinions, labels, expectations, and projections, without ever stopping to ask themselves, who am I really? Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, explained this through the idea of projection. Projection means that people unconsciously place their own hidden fears, insecurities, and unresolved emotions onto others. Most people do not truly know themselves. They haven't sat alone with their thoughts. They haven't questioned their wounds. They haven't faced their shadow, the parts of themselves they don't like. So when they meet someone who is quiet, different, or self-aware, it makes them uncomfortable. And instead of looking inward, they look outward. They label you. They judge you. They misunderstand you. Not because they know you, but because they don't know themselves. When you don't define yourself, the world is quick to define you. It will tell you who you should be, how you should live, what success looks like, what love should feel like, what happiness should mean. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to live someone else's life. This is why self-awareness is so important. What people say about you often says more about them than it says about you. A jealous person will call you arrogant. A fearful person will call you weak. An insecure person will try to control you. Not because it's true, but because it reflects their inner world. Carl Jung believed that the more unconscious a person is, the more they project. And the more conscious you become, the less you react. Silence becomes your strength. Distance becomes your protection. Understanding becomes your peace. You stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You stop fighting every label, because you are no longer looking for validation. You know who you are. And when you know who you are, the world loses its power to define you. This is the quiet life. Not loud confidence. Not constant proof. But deep inner certainty. Because the greatest freedom in life is not being understood by everyone. It is understanding yourself. And this understanding does not come overnight. It comes through solitude. Through silence. Through moments where you choose to sit with yourself instead of escaping into noise. Carl Jung believed that meeting yourself is one of the hardest journeys a human can take. Because it requires courage to face what you have been avoiding. Your fears. Your wounds. Your patterns. But this is where real growth begins. When you stop blaming the world and start observing yourself. When you stop asking for approval and start listening to your inner voice. Most people never reach this point. They stay busy. They stay distracted. They stay reactive. And because they are disconnected from themselves, they feel threatened by those who are not. Your calm feels strange to them. Your boundaries feel cold to them. Your silence feels arrogant to them. But silence is not arrogance. It is awareness. And choosing yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. When you live from this place, you don't need to announce who you are. Your energy speaks. Your peace speaks. Your presence speaks. You allow people to think what they want, because you no longer need to correct every misunderstanding. You understand that not everyone is meant to see you clearly. Some are only meant to reveal themselves through how they treat you. This is emotional maturity. This is inner freedom. And this is why knowing yourself is the most powerful thing you can ever do. Because once you are, can shake you, no label can define you, and no projection can control you. You walk your own path. Quietly. Firmly. Consciously. And the world can no longer tell you who you are, because you already know. If this spoke to you, stay on this path of self-awareness. Continue the journey here.